Hey guys, Charles from the Thought Knot Seers podcast here with round number 2 of this Vintage Cube Draft League. And I guess this hand's fine. We have 1-drop, 2-drop burn spells. So, actually we have the best burn spells here. So, this is kind of academic whether we lead on Goblin Guide or Swift Spear. Our opponent leads on Wandering Fumarole, so I guess it's reasonable for us to expect that they have probably bolts or something. Reveal Mana Vault. Could be good or bad for us. If our opponent happens to have something fast that can gain him a lot of life, like he just plays Batterskull in the next couple of turns, we might not be able to win. But if it's still kind of slow regardless, then, like it only provides 1 burst of mana. Mana Crypt would definitely work more in our advantage, though. Like if he goes like Solemn Simulacrum here, we could be in a little bit of a pickle, but... So I think next turn we are just running out the Kargan Dragonlord. Because then the next turn we can go Swift Spear and attack for 6 with the Magma Jet. Interesting. Is our opponent on like some Storm deck? I don't know, I'm just not that big of a fan of Chrome Mox in general, because you have to put yourself down a card to use it, and unless you're playing to win extremely quickly, where that extra card doesn't matter, but it really does matter and stuff like that. I don't know. Deceiver Exarch. So our opponent has the Splinter Twin deck. So it's possible that we're dead next turn, like he just flashes in Exarch, blocks, and then goes Twin. Interesting. Just is it Charms or Dude? So maybe he has like Resto Angel plus Kiki Jiki as well. Okay. Let's play Swift Spear and attack. That's pretty low on resources here. Sure. So if he blocks, I'm just gonna Magma Jet the Deceiver Exarch. After damage, of course. Don't want to get killed out of nowhere, potentially. Ooh. Ooh. These guys are pretty spicy. Although I'm not sure if I want to cast both of them in the same turn, especially with this Thundermaw Hellkite we're holding. I will leave both of these on top. I think they're both good cards. Just hope whatever our opponent does here isn't too powerful. Six mana, what you got? Treachery. It's pretty good. Pretty good, I say. And there's a Jace. Yeah, definitely not playing the Abbot this turn. This is a little bit awkward. Okay, I think... I think we just don't want our opponent to be able to block with our Dragon Lord, because he can pump it up twice next turn. So we're kind of at the point where hopefully this Hellkite's going to be pretty good. So we're going to want to Abbot pre-combat in case if we hit a land, it doesn't really make much of a difference. But if we hit a cheap burn spell or a cheap creature doesn't really do anything. Don't think we have any hasters left in the deck, right? Yeah, if we hit like Firebolt, Chain Lightning, excuse me, pretty much anything good there. Guess we could hit Smash the Smithereens as well. So yeah, that would be a reason to play the Abbot main phase. And so what are our risks of... So the only thing that we risk not being able to cast if we leave a blue is Searing Blaze. So we want to be able to play Looter or Snapcaster or Ponder if we get any of those. I guess it's kind of academic if he's just gonna keep plussing on our Monastery Swiftspear. Yep. Although, if we hit a Ponder off this Abbot, yeah. Well, we are rebuilding. That's the important thing. So, I guess he pluses on the Abbot, or he could just minus on Is It Charm. Opponent has some good options here. I guess him going Is It Charm on Swiftspear specifically would be a little bit risky because we have Fire Blast that we can respond with to bring him down to 10. Next turn attack for 5. Down to 5. But then that kind of messes up our excuse me. That messes up our Thundermaw Hellkite plan. So we got lots of good stuff coming off the top. Searing Blaze would be the one thing that doesn't really help us. Might board that out here. Our opponent doesn't seem to have many creatures. Smash would be good. We used up Magma Gel already, so... But yeah, any cheap burn spell would do pretty well. Snapcaster Mage would do pretty well. Ponder would be good. Land would be good. Grim Lavamancer would be good too. So yeah, I kind of understand the predicament our opponent is in, because he's got a. I mean, he definitely has a lot of options, but with relatively few resources. Like, he's got 2 cards in hand, some kind of situational cards in his graveyard. I mean, okay, so he chose as a charm or Abbot, and we did F6 there, so that was a mistake, but we couldn't Fire Blast to protect it anyways. Blows up his own mana vault. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. So, and we got a Thundermaw Hellkite. And I guess we just attack him with the Thundermaw right now. Guess he Jace pluses on the Thundermaw. Bribery, not gonna do a lot here. See, all of our creatures suck, so I guess Grim Lavamancer would be pretty good. But Snapcaster doesn't do a ton here. So our plan is just attack with everything. Yeah, our plan is attack with everything. He has to block, Fire Blast to the face. Ooh, Grim Lavamancer is good. Hiya! If he doesn't block, if he only blocks one thing, then Fire Blast is lethal. Wait, seriously? Okay. Not sure what our opponent was hoping to accomplish by not blocking. Let's see, like, I don't know, maybe he was thinking playing around one 3 damage burn spell? I don't know. Yeah, let's just run back. This feels pretty good to me. I don't feel strongly enough that we need another Shatter. He had some artifacts, but I would rather just have the Ancient Grudge for, like, if we saw like a Metalworker and some more Signets and stuff. We saw like 2 pieces of acceleration. So given that our opponent does have the Splinter Twin combo, we need to be a little bit cognizant of that. And this hand is among the borderline of the keepable ones. Magnet does quite a bit in this deck to help smooth out our draws. Thundermaw, not really the best draw here. So let me be very clear about that. Hopefully our opponent plays like a Jace here and we can Magma Jet and attack. Well, at least having a lot of lands is good with Thundermaw Hellkite. An uncastable Snapcaster here. Alright, just gonna hold on to this Magma Jet. Our opponent does have a few small creatures, so Feel pretty good about holding on to the jet. Hopefully our opponent just plays like a Jace here, and we can Magma Jet it. Ooh, excellent. It's kind of important for us to resolve this so we can kind of set up the top of our deck. Drawing something like Goblin Guide would be great. Put Mountain to the bottom, Abbot on top. We have enough 1-mana burn spells that feel pretty safe just playing Abbot. Also, 2-mana, 2-1 prowess. Nothing to sneeze at. Alright, not going to complain about Rishadan Port. Green mana? What's going on? Just passes. Okay. Well, I guess we'll just attack here. It's possible he has Deceiver. Looks like he might have it. I know, just Lightning Strikes. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but fine. Still getting him for 2. And I guess we could volley him for 5, bring him down to 9. Actually don't hate that plan. Creature did die this turn. And our opponent didn't seem to have counter magic before, so doing it now while he's safely tapped out seems good. Alright, what has he got this time? We've got this Thundermaw coming down the next turn, so that should be pretty good for us. Whack him down to 4. If he doesn't have a blocker or any way to remove our Jackalpop this turn, then... Well, see, that would be good, except Thundermaw Hellkite has this nice enter the battlefield ability here. And he should be dead to our Grim Lavamancer this turn unless something funny happens. I guess if he, I mean, not even that funny. If he just kills the Grim Lavamancer, then he can chump block with the Trigon and block the Wandering Fumarole. But our opponent does not appear to have an answer, so... Alright. So we won this match 2-0. Yeah, just casting dudes and attacking with them. Not really my favorite cube strategy, but hey, whatever works. I mean, I've done a few sweet cube drafts and always seem to go 2-1 and lose to mono red, so I guess, no. you're on the other end of that stick. But this draft isn't over. We got one more match, so see you guys in round 3.